like hope that I can sound better, and let's hope this file doesn't corrupt this
Yeah,
time.
that would suck. Major dong.
Yeah, that frickin' sucks because I think our
It's a
Guardians
whole-
episode was so good.
It would have been the best one if we actually were able to release it. We'll have to
Oh,
we'll
and
have to retake it
with
at some point.
with
But,
this,
man, shame.
yeah, I think because Guardians 3 like goes on digital soon,
We'll do
so I
it
think
then.
like when I
Yeah.
rewatch it,
Yeah, I want to rewatch it too.
and
Because like I think
I'm gonna
like I'd say that's my favorite movie of the year so far. So I want to like do it justice.
such a good
Nailed
movie.
it. Stuck landing.
I do want to actually take I haven't tried to, but now that I'm actually looking to continue YouTube in a different fashion, I'm gonna see what I can do to actually this podcast listed as a podcast on YouTube Podcasts because
Oh,
currently it's just coming up as
that'd
videos.
be
But it's a
that'd be
program I have to sign up
freaking
for. But
cool. It'd be freaking cool.
I have to be actually active though to do that. And it's a painful few months.
You just gotta like upload. You just gotta get into the YouTube Shorts game, man. I did it like I uploaded 2 shorts, and man, those things rack up views. It's wild.
They do. I just sent you a new, just sort of a test design
dude, that
for
shirt,
Tank.
he's so spiffy. I will send that to Mia because they're doing the thumbnail for this episode.
Yeah, love Mia.
Obviously, I
don't
do
love
as
them though as much
well.
as you. You get to love them.
All right. Should we start?
I like the shirt. That's
Spooder-Verse.
I might keep that shirt just for the sake of it. I think it's nice, and then I don't think actually I'll have the shirt for the first while. Then I might roll into it. I'm just trying to get into actually having like getting content going.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's where it always begins. This is where it always begins.
This is where it always begins.
You need to watch Infinity.
And
that'd be fun. Okay, we need to do a podcast up on Infinity Train because you need to watch it.
But doesn't it like not exist anymore?
Okay, life finds a way, Tank.
It finds.
We need to support it so it can gain. I mean, I know our podcast gets like 30 views.
The people who made that the people who made Infinity Train are making the Among Us show. Like I kid you
No,
not,
I
that is
know.
the definition.
Dude,
Of
I have never laughed. The last
moment.
time I laughed that hard at a news reveal was the freaking Mario movie casting. I was losing it.
I was at my camp, like I was driving down to it that I went to, and I check my phone and I go, guys, Among Us show.
From like acclaimed
That's it.
director Owen Dennis. Freaking funny. And he hinted at it like over a year ago.
He wasn't lying.
He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing a video game adaptation. You'll see." Are you kidding me?
What?
Anyway, yeah, we should start. We should start. You wanna open us? Do the greeting.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Fish Tank, where I am a tank and this is a fish.
That's right, I'm a fish. Hell yeah. And today we are talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. No, we actually
Wait, we are?
no, we're not. We're not. We need to explain what happened though, because we promised a Guardians 3 episode, but it never really came out, did it?
It went into the breeze.
Yeah.
And the forever blue sky.
The forever Mr. Blue Sky.
The forever Mr. Blue Sky.
There's a quote from Guardians 3 that would fit there where it was like, I will fly into the forever unknown or something. That's what happened to the podcast.
The forever and blue
That's what happened to the podcast.
We've been wanting to do this Spider-Verse episode since like the second it dropped.
Yeah, no,
and
we have
I have something called a bad schedule.
Yeah, we have not shut up about this freaking movie.
Literally, I swear there hasn't been a day that has gone by where I haven't thought about this movie. It's just
not a day where I haven't thought about it in for long periods of time.
I'm listening to the soundtrack daily.
It is incredible. It is an incredible film that truly lived up to the hype. And I'd say,
Truthfully,
personally, even better than the already magnificent masterpiece that is the first film.
that is the first. Yes.
Like, that's already like a 12 out of 10 movie. This is like a 14.
I swear, I think it's better too. It's so good. I think it's like
Oh,
groundbreaking
for
in like
sure.
every single way that the first movie was.
Groundbreaking. Yeah, I don't know, man. We should just start, I guess. We should jump in.
Let's go into it, I guess.
I get okay. So I guess we should probably just like start with like the animation because that's what everyone's raving about.
That movie, the animation alone made it a 10 out of 10. You need to go see this movie just for the animation, and then another time for the story, and then another time for the
I know.
music.
I can't wait to like watch this movie when it comes out. And I can like pause it because like every frame is rich.
It's the every Spider-Verse frame Twitter account. I'm waiting for them to get their hands on
They're
this
gonna
one.
lose it. There's so much. Like my dad even pointed out, like there's just a shot of like Miles sitting down, right? But it's so visually like captivating.
Beautiful.
It yeah, it's insane. It is absolutely insane. Yeah. And like the thing that really caught me was like the flat characters interacting with the more three-dimensional ones.
With the 3D
Dude,
environment, like
I
perfectly
like
as well.
it was at the beginning with Vulture. I was like, "Holy crap, what am I looking at here?" Right? Like the flat fire somehow like affecting Gwen was nuts
Mm-hmm.
first off.
It's even crazier with Hobie.
No, yeah,
Like,
that's what I was gonna say. Hobie, I was like, I was just trying. I don't even know how they did that.
how would you? And like, at all. I mean, this isn't like a 2D overlay. Like, this is actual 2D
But like,
animation
is it because like his head
interacting.
looks 3D? I don't know. I don't know how they did it, but it's one of the coolest things I have ever seen. Yeah, just in general, it's freaking gorgeous. There's like a shot where like
It's
where
astounding.
Hobie sits down in a chair and he spins around, and then Miles pushes him out of the way by his leg. That is one of like the most complicated shots I have ever seen in a movie. Just I don't that is there's so much going on. And my animation
It
brain
is. It
was
just
just turned on for the entire 2.5 hour runtime of this thing. I was blown away. And like, yeah, it is unfortunate that we've started getting the reports of like, the animators kind of not having the best experience, and that really sucks.
I do actually have some point I'd like to say with that. Just
I don't think it's
very
Phil Lord and
intriguing to
Chris
say.
Miller's fault.
Okay,
Feels more like a Sony problem.
there were some problems with from what I like read about it. Like, yes, some animators definitely were mistreated, but like when they say about 100 animators left the project, that's when like there was like what, nearly 2,000 people on it
Right.
total.
Yeah, so okay, that's true.
And
But yeah, like, obviously animators don't really get much respect in the industry. So it kind of sucks to hear that like the biggest, coolest animated movie of the year didn't entirely avoid that trap. Um,
yeah,
but
but
like,
like I think like the thing
but
is
like, you
that
can still
this
compliment their work. You shouldn't boycott the movie.
I think like it's people are comparing this to like companies like genuinely like misusing
No, this isn't like that. This is just like
their
a deadline thing because like, there's just
yeah,
it's
like they don't
insane. I do hope they
you
do.
don't
I
make
I
something
do
that
hope
is
they
this
delay
good.
Beyond though.
Oh, they are.
There's a
I think I
very
have like
low
a
chance of them not,
film dude to
but I
talk
think
with.
they need to. It'd be just
They
give them
are.
as
There's
much
no way
time
they
as they
won't.
need to make it as beautiful as possible.
Hmm. Just I don't know. Like I feel like the thing with this is that this genuinely like it is bone breaking, back breaking
Yeah,
work working
unhinged.
on a
It is
film like this.
unhinged.
It's but I think like I've seen like yeah, there's the report that like they did work a lot. They worked super hard. There are some things that Sony did like for example, them having to redo entire scenes again and again, like back to back, like not even getting to work on something else, just because I think it was like Phil Lords wasn't satisfied or something like that, and he's just like, go back and
Yeah,
redo it.
that's a little it's
And I
iffy.
think like an animator said, like he did it five
Yeah,
times
that's
with for
kind
one
of
scene
iffy.
once.
It reminds me of like the stories of like the guy who made Ren and Stimpy, where he just like
Hmm.
was so strict with how it looked. Um, then it turned out he was a pedophile. So anyway,
Yeah,
separate story.
separate things.
Um, okay, I know we're talking about like the behind the scenes, but like back on the animation for a second, and on Hobie, someone figured out that like he's the only character who's animated at a different frame rate. Like since he's like an anti-conformist, he doesn't even conform to the frame rate.
Yeah, he doesn't go with the normal
Yeah, no,
animation.
like he's like animated on threes, and he's the only character like that. That's freaking nuts. I don't even. How do you
And
come
that
up with this?
him so much.
So good, so good, so good.
I feel that like I've seen like yeah, there's these complaints that are genuinely real. No animator should be treated this way. But also, I've seen tons and tons of animators go on like on their social media page say how much they enjoyed working
I
on it.
think it's definitely a case
This is the first
of
time I've
like there are negatives, and there are people who genuinely had bad experiences. But I feel like they are kind of overshadowing the good side of the spectrum.
yeah,
And there
because really
really
like
shouldn't be a bad end of the spectrum, and that's still a problem, but there's also like a lot of cool stuff that went on behind the scenes, like the 14-year-old who got the Lego movie bit.
yeah,
That is
the
so
frickin' yeah,
cool.
I think I heard that like they originally animated it just normally and like Sony did it themselves. And they just said we should just find someone who can do it like
Do
really
it like
good.
the Lego movies, yeah. It
Just
looks gorgeous.
frickin' 14 year
Yeah, and
old.
it's really good. I and what's cool, I was subscribed to his channel on YouTube like before the movie came out. Like back when he had like 200 subscribers. And I found out it
Wow.
was him and I was like, "Holy, that's so cool." What?
Dude literally has like his life set out for him now. Like just having a like imagine he goes into like a for his first like proper like job, like a part-time job when he's
And
like
he has
16
Across the
and just on his
Spider-Verse on his
resume,
resume.
like a Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse on his resume.
So
Bro, he's getting hired on the spot.
so cool. The spot was also really well animated, speaking of on the spot.
Oh, dude, the best. I like how his design is like it's like outline drawings of like when you
That's
first draw a
yeah, yeah.
design.
I noticed that. It's really cool. Um, and then when he like gets powered up, he looks dope. There's no other
He
word for it.
does
He looks.
becomes black.
Yep, he does. All right, should we dive into the
Goodness,
story
the
of this thing?
yes, the I'm going to say the N-word Miles
Dude, this movie has had
memes.
sensational memes. Here, actually, I'm gonna send you my favorite. Hold on.
You created me, and I created you. Spider-Man, why'd you create that guy? Oh,
Yeah, hold on. My favorite Spider-Verse meme. Let me find it. I have it saved here somewhere. I got a lot of memes.
you got the memes
Oh,
ready.
we'll keep talking while I find it. Never mind. I found it just now.
Why won't you help me? Because you're a
Oh yeah, Oscar Isaacs is in this movie, Tank.
Yep. You know what
Oh,
that
I know what that
means.
means. We got
It's moon
got
knighting
another
time.
one for the simp board.
It's I never forget one day where like I was like sitting in with some
Oh,
of my
you've told
friends
this
and like
story.
they're all
Yeah.
girls. Yeah, and they're all going through like playing one of them was like is like a hardcore simp girl and she was like playing smash or
With
pass. And I like went up, I'm gonna be a virtuous man and just say pass to all of them. And Oscar Isaac shows up. I had to break my
you had
code.
to break your code. You had to
He's
compromise your
one handsome
morals for
man
Oscar Isaacs. Okay. So,
for the Moon Knight.
to start with the story, I think that the opening of this film is brilliant.
Oh, such a good
20
start
minutes
with
of
Gwen.
Gwen's universe. And Gwen's universe is like the most beautiful thing I think I've ever seen in a movie. Like it is,
Yeah, it's a
yes,
watercolor.
it's
So nice looking.
ungodly gorgeous. Um yeah, and it's just it's such a it's like such a compelling mini story.
Such a good one
Yeah.
too. It's just
Um
oh
yeah, it's just and like it I don't know. People like kind of complained about it like retconning the first film with the lizard. But like no it didn't.
well, it didn't. And also like I saw a complaint from someone saying how the in the first movie, the flashback we see is like the when see like it's like a 36-year-old Peter Parker. Like it's just the same model they had for Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
But for Across, they made him Gwen's age, and like someone was complaining about that. And like, here's the thing: Gwen's universe wasn't watercolor in the first movie either. They changed Miguel's design as well. Like
Yeah.
stuff like this happens between movies, and it turned out it made it so much
No, yeah,
better. I
him
don't
being
get the
like young
complaints.
makes it better because they're. In fact, when I watched the first movie, she was like, "Peter Parker was my best friend." I was like, "Your best friend was like a 30-year-old man." I was like one of
Oops,
the
I was
only
right
parts. I
about
was like,
that.
"That's a little weird." So this actually fixed
That's a
that
little weird.
issue for me. Made it a
Hmm.
lot better.
I wouldn't even say it was an issue. It's just something that was just weird.
Yeah, yeah. And also the lizard's design is so good.
It's so
He
much
looks
better
really
too.
cool. And is the only, yes, I said it, the only time the lizard's design has been good in a Spider-Man movie.
Not lying. I
Where's the
think
lie?
Spider-Man's still so
Can't
funny
find
how
it.
ugly it
Oh,
is.
it's rough. It's rough. Um,
I still think Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man's overhyped, but
I think here's where my like Andrew himself, his performance is really
great
good.
dude.
It's just the writing of those films that is very lackluster. But Andrew himself is
Yeah.
giving it his all. He's a very good actor. And I think when he's Spider-Manning, it's the best part of those movies. Like I love
Yeah.
I in my
He is a great Spider-Man.
yes. And my favorite part in his films is something that I don't think could have been done as well with Toby or Tom. It's where in the first one he's like saving a kid and he takes off his mask to like comfort him. And that scene is really powerful and it's not really and I don't think any other Spider-Man like movie version could have done that as well. It felt like a very
Yeah,
Andrew
I think I know
Garfield
what scene you're
benefit.
talking about.
Hmm?
I think I know what scene you're talking
It's like
about,
on the
yeah.
bridge. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great moment, and and like that moment made me like bump Amazing Spider-Man 1 up to like a 5 out of 10 from a 4 out of 10, which is really sad. But
One more point for you.
um, but yeah, it's a very cool um cool design. I love the like Da Vinci vulture.
Oh yeah,
Really,
the Da Vinci Vulture. Like he has his own theme too.
yeah, that's what pushes it over. He's not just a cool paper vulture. He is he's an Italian paper vulture. Which,
He's an Italian who loves opera.
yeah, really cool. I love the shot. There's a shot that kills me. It's when like they knock him out from the roof and you see like him react to color for the first time.
Oh yeah,
That is a gorgeous shot, and also like kind of sad um from the perspective of Vulture. He didn't ask for that. But
yeah, dude, dude's
dude
whole
got his world
life
shattered.
changed.
I think the introduction of not Miles, Miguel is perfect. Yeah.
Miguel,
I
so
like that
good.
they introduce him and like they soften you up to him because they do that joke where it gets blown up, you know? And like where like his AI assistant is making fun of him.
I'll handle it from here. Okay, good luck with that. Wait, what are you
Yeah.
saying? Like, no, you're not funny.
Yeah, I like that they soften you up to him. They make you think, oh, he's kind of a silly guy. Only to be like, oh no, he wasn't a silly guy. You got to get out of there, run.
No,
Uh,
it's. I saw like a Twitter post where it's like this Miles like, are you sure you're even Spider-Man? Like you have claws, and then Miguel's like, you're never been important. You should not.
yeah. Another
Like,
thing I see
it's
people
such a
complain
genuine
about
funny
is
moment
the
to me.
like the meta humor aspect. Not humor, like the meta aspect of it being a commentary on people who reacted to Miles negatively when he first came out. But I freaking love that crap,
Hmm.
man. Like why shouldn't they commentate on toxic fans?
Okay, how is this like movie like? How does like this movie end up being so funny too?
It's hilarious. It's a riot.
Like watching the opening scene and like Gwen hops on the poetry and she's like, oh, so let me guess, you're from this like Da Vinci dimension and you're like sipping a cappuccino
Pretty much.
and this random portal opened you up and just sucked you in.
Yeah.
And just that like
Yeah.
small sequence is just like, dang, I missed what it's like to actually have a funny
I
movie.
know. Well, Guardians was funny, but it was also very, very serious and
Well,
sad. So,
Guardians.
that kind of overshadowed it.
I feel like it just Spider-Verse just has a different type of humor.
It's that Phil Lord, Chris Miller humor. They're really funny in most things.
It's just very like Lego movie
Yeah,
humor.
this is like the Lego movie, but with higher stakes and a more serious story. And it's cool.
Hmm.
I love these so much. um, I love I love Spider Woman. I forgot her, Jessica Drew.
Jessica
I love
Drew.
her. She's not in it very
And
much, but
I feel she wasn't in it.
from what we
Yeah,
got, I like her. She has
not
a
in a
great
lot.
design. Love her design.
So much better than the comics.
Yeah, I feel like most things were, especially a certain character that we are both pretty hefty fans of that we'll get to later. Um,
Okay, I want to mention that like whenever Spider-Verse, like they take a character from the comics
Up the ante.
and just try and they try and it's not like, oh, we're just taking this character putting them on screen. It's like we're changing
We're
them to work at their absolute
yeah, we're going
best.
to peak performance them all. Like I'd say even
I mean, like even
yeah,
Miguel is like still different. Like his suit in the comics wasn't the LED suit that he wore in the
yeah,
movie.
yeah. I agree. Same goes like the spot, obviously. I guess we should cut there, right? The spot. The spot.
Just let's get to the spot.
Dude, I made like a post
So funny.
somewhere where I was like, this year has given us a lot of banger superhero movie villains with like Kang and High Evolutionary and The Spot. Like, we have not missed in terms of bad guys this year yet,
For real
which
though.
is really cool. Just like everyone's been cool. I am not watching The Flash, but
No, no one is. Trust me,
I
no
know
one
no it
is.
is.
Like, I mean, that's seriously, no one is watching The Flash. Not a single soul I know has
Same here.
gone to
That
see
that
the.
film does not count. But from the good superhero movies this year, we have gotten some really good villains. um, yeah, and The Spot. I want more villains who are like just kind of petty and like grow to be these big threats over the course.
just as like jokes about like I'm your greatest enemy. We created each other. We are this like
Spider-Man, why'd you create
destiny.
that guy?
Just it's just so entertaining.
He's
Like
so fun.
I swear, I can go and watch that movie again and not have a singular
No,
problem.
not at all. I've been watching clips on YouTube from people who've like re-uploaded them, and like, yeah, no, this movie still goes hard. And I love the Spot. He was my second favorite character. You know who the best one is. We all know who the best one is. But the Spot, second favorite character, easy. He was hilarious at first, and then he was
Yes.
terrifying later. My dog is complaining.
Such a dogs do that. My dog's asleep in the
I
bathtub,
think I
so it's
woke him
fine.
up with my. I got excited
Oh no.
about Spider-Man. Uh,
He does understand.
it doesn't understand. The Spot, great antagonist in every way. I love his voice. He's voiced by the guy who plays Ash in Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either, but now I
because
can't unhear it.
haven't ever seen that
Okay,
movie.
well, we gotta fix that. Watch Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I swear, like half the podcast is just you telling me I need to watch a certain show.
It really is. I gotta add it to the list. The Fantastic Mr. Fox episode will be funny. It's gonna make you a furry.
Just gonna. I'll pass. I prefer real things, specifically real women. We all know what happened to Joanna.
Oh, Joanna. Oh man. Oh, that's a deep cut right there.
That's a deep cut. I still have so many people on Twitter ask me
Hey,
about
everyone, go watch his Hilda video. You might notice something you didn't notice before. That's all I'm saying.
You might. We don't talk about it.
I do. Anyway, yeah. I love how long it takes before they get multiverse jumping. Because that was my main worry, was that we're kind of gonna just dive into it.
It takes like what, an hour?
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like, oh, there wasn't enough multiverse. It felt like there was plenty of it, like enough to satisfy.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Well, things should be.
I think there was a good balance, and like my main concern before watching the film was that hold on. Okay. Was that the multiverse wacky action stuff would overshadow like the character stuff, which is what really got me into the first film, right?
Oh yeah.
But that wasn't the case at all. Like it really it really worked. They did both. And I'm overjoyed about that. Dog, you gotta calm down, man. Dude.
It's just
Can't do anything.
because I remember, I honestly, here's the thing. I swear, like, it wasn't until we got the first look that I didn't really know how to feel about Across the Spider-Verse.
Jim did pretty good, but like I wasn't sold.
Yeah. Like, I think I heard someone say that like the people who did the story on the first movie weren't back, even though I don't even think that's correct because Phil Lord and Christopher Miller still, came back.
I don't know if that's even right. So, oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna trust it anymore, but like every single aspect of this movie just feels so good.
It's completely like it's one of the tightest scripts in recent memory. Because like even though we do spend a lot of time just regular Earth, none of the scenes are wasted. Even if it's not forwarding the plot, it forwards the characters. Yeah. I was not expecting Miles' parents to meet Gwen. That caught me so off guard.
That was such a that's such a fun scene too.
In a good way. I was very happy with it, but like I just didn't expect it. There's so much I didn't expect. I was surprised, even though I'd watched every trailer. Oh yeah. I love the Gwen stuff, man. Gwen.
Oh, and I expected Miles to. I expected like more of a time jump, not be what was it,
It
16
was like,
months.
yeah,
I'm going to be honest. I thought it was going to be more like years, and this would be like around the time Miles is heading off to college, and like that. Because I remember seeing the first trailer, and it starts with like Rio, like Miles's mom, going like,
oh yeah, yeah, no, it wasn't that.
that he's moving on. Like I think like it must be him
No,
growing
it's
up
just
now. No,
boarding
he's
school.
just still an angsty teenager.
Yeah, yeah, good stuff. I love it. I love all that. I love Gwen was like the standout this movie. She was like, I already really liked her in the first film, but this one, she might be
She's such a better character.
yeah. And I see people hating on her. I see people acting like she was like this horrible person in this film, and like, did we watch the same movie? I don't. She wasn't like I've seen like videos like in defense of Gwen, but I don't think she needs defense.
I haven't seen a single person like actually criticize her. Like I
I've
think
seen
like
a few. It's weird.
everyone I know has agreed. Her, those people suck.
Agreed. She had a
Agreed.
very compelling story, and like, I don't know, that scene at the beginning with her and her dad, where like threatens to arrest her, is like heart wrenching.
It
It's
breaks you.
devastating. It's probably my like, yeah, and then at the end when they have their little they have a little yeah,
Talk.
a little talk. It's nice. I love her storyline. And it is screwed up that Miguel was just gonna send her back.
Miguel was like, nah.
I liked her relationship with Jessica Drew. I wish we saw it a little more, but it was cute.
Oh, you're being like an apprentice.
Yeah,
And all
yeah. I
that?
wish we saw a little more of that, but it's fine. There's room. We can do that in the third film. Especially if it's 2 hours again, we'll be
Definitely.
fine.
It's probably. I'm gonna bet it's gonna be more like borderline 3
That'd be
hours.
wild.
They got a lot to do
I
in
got a
this
lot.
movie.
But yeah, I loved pretty much everything involving her. In fact, no, I loved everything involving her. I can't think of like anything she did that I didn't like or was compelling in some way. And like there's even a joke that's really endearing to me where like Jessica asks how if she went to see her friend, and she's like, "We were only this close," and she just like slowly puts her hands together. It's very cute.
You can tell just like
I ship
kids,
them
these
so
children.
hard. Miles and
Wait.
Gwen, not Jessica
Okay,
and
I'm
Gwen.
like, wait a
No,
minute. Calm
And Gwen.
down.
I ship Miles and Gwen. Really, a lot.
It's such a
They're
cute
very
ship.
cute, and they just freaking love each other, man.
Okay, it's so funny how like I remember like what's your name? Ari Ared or whatever? Like the like Spider-Man producer was like Hobie like is gonna be a problem with like Miles
Nah,
and
man, Hobie
Gwen.
was chill.
And then he's just chill. Hobie's just
Hobie's
chill.
just a cool guy.
He's just cool. Lets her have a home in his dimension because he knows she has nowhere else to
It
go.
was like a fake out love triangle. I love that because I hate love triangles.
Does he know about Hobie? Who's Hobie? Oh
He doesn't
no.
know about Hobie. Okay. Can we
We
talk
all
about him? Can we talk about the best character?
yes.
Spider-Man India.
Fafetta Parker.
Hold on. I don't want to butcher his pronunciation. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
My name is Fafetta Parker or something like that.
I'm looking.
I'm sorry, any Indian people.
Yeah, no, yeah, I don't want to. That's why I'm like, I gotta make sure.
Making sure I say it right.
Hold on. I need to like find him first off. Okay, it's
He's just so happy.
Pavitr Prabhakar.
Fafetta Pafaka.
Pavitr Prabhakar. Love him.
Yeah, I'm gonna butcher that.
You are. I probably did, but
He's
dude,
so
I love
happy.
this man. He's so happy. I love this man. And like beyond him just being a marvelously entertaining character, and hilarious. He has like the plot relevance of the Spider-Man who has not been traumatized.
Yeah, they made a Spider-Man without depression.
The line "being Spider-Man is so easy" is hysterical. That is such a funny line, especially given what Miles had to
It's
go through
iconic.
last time with Uncle Aaron, who we will get to.
Did did Professor Parker even like lose his uncle?
I don't think so. He's like has like a
They don't
perfect
mention
life.
it.
He has like an awesome girlfriend. He's buff. He's just like he's so happy. I love it. And then like no, because his traumatic event was going to be the death
Chai
of the
tea?
captain that Miles saved. So he didn't even get his
Miles,
like his
for real, the
tragedy moment.
best.
My
We love you,
my
Miles.
one issue with Spider-Man India is that he kind of gets written out during the second half of the movie.
Oh yeah, he's just kind
He
of
just kind
gone.
of vanishes, and I know he'll be back next time in Gwen Low Resistance. But man, it does feel like we get him, and then he just kind of disappears.
Yeah.
He does his plot relevance, then he's gone. Which is it's okay because we got a lot to do, and we got to introduce Hobie, who is more important. But yeah, still, I do wish we got a little more of him, and we'll get more next time. But it's okay. Let's talk about Hobie. You good?
Yeah. Hobie's the best. Now on to Hobie.
Oh,
Even like he
Hobie. Yeah. Hobie, on the other hand, is plot relevant. Do and a lot of and it works out because Hobie an honor. He's really good.
Hobie for real, a homie.
Hobie Brown. I will say though,
Hobie Brown.
I don't know if this
Hate
was
the
just an issue
AM, I
with my
hate the
theater.
PM.
Hit the PM. That's great. I don't know if this was just an issue with my theater, but I could not understand a word he was saying.
Oh yeah, neither can I. I can't either.
Like that opening, his like one last time, I was lost. I had no idea what he was saying. I knew it was funny, and I knew I liked him.
What's happening? What's happening?
I think it's either just the I was in, or his really thick Cockney accent, but I don't know.
I think it's the thick accent because I couldn't understand
I
it at all.
watch this movie subtitles. But Hobie, great character. I love that he wasn't an antagonist. Actually, like the main support for Miles, which I didn't expect.
And like I love how like he's okay, here's the thing, like the original Spider-Punk design in the comics, like so cool. But then now that we got this new one, I'm never going back. I'm sorry.
Have
The
you
new
seen
one's so
Spider-Man
much better.
India's original? It
Oh yeah,
is rough.
it's I don't know. It's
Is
rough.
rough. Um,
It was actually designed by like I think like by a Hindi artist, but yeah,
I mean,
it's not good.
yeah, it's just can we phase it out in service of this one? Love Hobie. I love that he's like subtly trying to let Miles know that Miguel is whack. With like, you
Yeah.
know, he's like he's really boosting up Miles's confidence, which is so cool.
Use your palms, not just your fingers.
So good. I love it. And like maybe what I'm most excited for in Beyond the Spider-Verse is to see uh I want to see Hobie and Noir just become best friends.
I want to see them argue
No,
first.
but like think about it.
I want them to hate each
I like
other.
to punch Nazis a lot. Oh yeah, me too. That'd work so well. It'd be great. And they just think they're talking about the same Nazis the whole movie. It would be really funny.
Because here's the thing, I saw concept art of what Hobie's world would look like in Across, but they moved it to Beyond from what it sounds like. And yeah, like they're keeping in the fact that Spider-Punk is from a universe which is ran by a totalitarian dictator
Oh,
society.
cool.
So like we get it's like his whole antagonizing fascists is his
He's
actual way of
actually
being
antagonizing.
Spider-Man in that
Okay,
world.
that's dope. Oh, okay. I'm really excited for that. That sounds really cool. It could be a good like secondary villain for that, or like whoever's in charge. Cool.
I don't believe in teamwork. Weren't you on a band? I don't
I
believe in
don't believe in
consistency.
consistency. He might. I think. Pavarkar is the funniest character, but like Hobie and Spot are like tied for
Hobie's
second.
so
They're both really funny.
guys. What is that? It's a metaphor for
It's a metaphor for
capitalism.
capitalism. Salute you.
I literally have a friend on a Minecraft realm right now where he's just in his Hobie Brown arc where he's like, screw capitalism.
What I was shocked.
I'm giving out beds for free.
Freaking funny. I love Hobie. And like I think he earned the fan favorite character.
Oh, he 100%
Like
did.
yeah. When you earned it, man. You got it. Okay. Let's talk about Miguel, our pretty much the main villain of the movie. I'd say. Cuz like this
He's scary.
He is scary. That scene where we see his backstory, I did not expect that to go so hard and like so dark.
The whole canon event thing like
That's
just felt traumatizing to watch.
That is yeah. And the concept of the canon is really interesting. I know it's a little silly and meta, but I don't
better than the absolute point of What If. Let's be real here on that.
It's not even close. Yeah, no.
When MCU does something, it's lame. When Spider-Verse does something, it's gonna be awesome.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, oh man, Miguel is one of the most interesting antagonists in recent memory. Cuz he's like he is pretty much the main antagonist of this movie. Cuz like the Spot is mostly just like being built up for next time. As he too kind of vanishes halfway through, which is fine cuz we'll deal with him later.
Yeah, I think it's partially because like this film was originally meant to be like a part 1 of part 2.
Yeah.
So like
I do
think
it works fine
apply
as its
100%.
own thing though, as well. I don't like seeing people say this movie's like unfinished or whatever.
It's not unfinished.
It's a
heck no.
brilliant film on its own. It has a complete arc, like mainly for Gwen, but still. Gwen got her story.
Like
right? She got a beginning, middle, and end in this film.
Here's something I want to say that just I feel is different with it than like normal part 1, part 2s. When you go into part 1, you like it kind when you plot, you're thinking, oh, so like either like it's just really long and drawn out, or the villain like Infinity War.
Right.
Thanos gets the Infinity
So
Stone.
I did not know that was a part
Deathly
1.
Hallows, part 1.
I didn't know Infinity War was a part 1 when I first watched it.
Oh.
At all. I thought like, oh crap, he's got him, and then Thor comes in, and I was like, oh, okay, there we go. That's the win. And we still got like sad stuff because we lost Gamora and we lost Vision. But at least we stopped. Oh crap. That cut to credits is one of the like hardest like what moments I've ever had.
I just feel like when you go into like Across, you do not know how it's going to end and how it's going to be continued to. Like how it does it, it just boom, boom,
we'll
boom,
talk
boom.
about that cliffhanger. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Miguel. I love his acting is great. His design is great. He's really scary. That whole chase sequence is like both really funny and really thrilling. But this whole second half in the Spider Society does have my biggest issue with the movie, I think. Peter B got robbed.
You good?
Oh, sorry, yeah,
You
Peter
died.
B got robbed.
How?
He just wasn't in it much.
Oh yeah, fair.
And he
Thing is, I just feel like he's not as compelling. He's like the Spider-Man we kind of know. Like
Peter
we know
was
he's
my
happy,
Peter
he's doing
B is
well
my
now.
favorite character in the first one. So yeah, I was a smidge disappointed with how little he's in this. And I like seeing him with his baby. That's very cute and good that he got that happy ending.
I hope they don't kill him today in the next
Yeah,
one.
let's not do that. Can we not do that? I just wish he did a little more. Maybe came in a little sooner. Because like when he comes in, we're rushing to like the end at that point, you know?
Yeah, we're at the third. We're in
We
the
are
third
in the
act
climax
at that point.
and Miguel is losing his mind. Oh god, live action Prowler was cool. That was crazy.
That was
That was
funny.
nuts. I was even like, oh shoot, it's Lando.
It's Lando Calrissian.
Why they arrest my boy Lando?
Wait a minute.
Good stuff. I love the okay. We got. I guess we'll just talk about the cameos for a second. They were all good. I loved the.
Every single character is fun.
Yeah, I love the. Okay, like favorite cameos, real quick. Spectacular. Spectacular Spider-Man. That's my Spider-Man right there. That was great. Tobey Maguire, cool. I like that they visually label the video game Spidey as Insomniac Spider-Man. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And obviously live action Prowler was dope. That was sick.
What you looking at?
It's rude to stare. Oh, I guess another character I thought was a little like underused, but they can fix this next time, was a Spider-Bite.
Who?
She's like the VR one who saves Miles.
Had like 30 seconds of
yeah, and like she served a big part in the story, so I kind of wish they had a little more with her, because she had a very good design too. Yeah, I liked her. Yeah, a lot of cool. Then like just some of the weird Spider-Mans is fun, like the T-Rex. Okay,
Spider-Rex.
you know, it's so stupid that it's just fun. Yeah, I loved all the Spider Society stuff. That scene where like it's the like where they all gather around Miles to like talk him down, and Penny is there and she looks freaking sad.
Old.
That hurt me. I was like, what did they do to her? What went down?
It's honestly such a sad scene.
Really sad. I like what I that's what I want to know next time. What the heck happened to Penny? She okay? Was it like a comic?
What did blood happen to her?
Was it like a comic thing?
There was not a comic.
Okay. I don't know.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. When I said like they improved the characters, Penny Parker, what they did to her in Into the Spider-Verse actually garnered some hate because apparently she has such a dedicated community. Her comics are Evangelion inspired.
Oh. Well, there you have it. Oh gosh. Okay. I don't know. Penny is like there's a way to like affect me and make me more tense. It's to show a character who we've only known as being really optimistic and cheerful, just freaking sad and edgy. Like that will hurt me. And that's how it did with Penny. I was like, yeah, that was
Rose been broken.
yeah, that made me so sad. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry to rewind. I just remembered that they paid off the bagel joke.
Oh yeah.
The main villain of this trilogy was born because of the bagel. stupid.
Absolutely iconic.
Absolutely iconic. The bagel effect. Funny.
The bagel effect.
Funny as the heck. I loved it. Oh my, okay. This podcast episode is just us going like, oh, and this thing.
So good. I just okay,
Yeah.
I'm playing Minecraft as we're doing this, and I just made a shield like the front looks like a fried egg. I tried to do like a Moon Knight thing because my skin is Moon Knight, duh. And it looks like an egg.
That's sick. That is sick. I love oh, hold on. We need to talk about the ending. The ending?
To be it's baller.
I
It's
don't even
crazy.
know. I was like I very rarely say like I was on the edge of my seat. But I was on the edge of my seat with that whole I knew it was gonna be a fake out. I knew he wasn't home.
It's so crazy when it hits you though, because then like it feels like it's perfect. It sells you on that concept like immediately.
Yeah. Like I you don't realize it for I did. I knew there was something wrong.
Something fishy.
I knew what was gonna happen when he told his mom he was Spider-Man. It hurt. And then freaking Uncle Aaron walks in.
Probably think,
Yeah, I know. And I thought what they were gonna do was that Aaron, the difference of this universe is that Aaron hooked up with his mom, but that wasn't what ended up happening. But that was like where my mind jumped. I was like, oh god,
uh-oh. We're in real
we're in
trouble
trouble
now.
now. Uh, the Prowler, dude, the freaking Prowler,
Right.
the freaking Prowler, bro, dude.
That's like the definition of just crazy.
The best direction on that of the whole movie is the very end of with him attached like tied to the punching bag
The chain. Yeah.
and Uncle Aaron interrogating him. That is the best direction in the movie. There's some sick transitions
And
there.
the art style of that world too, of Earth
Crazy.
42.
I caught
It's so
J.K.
unsettling.
Simmons on the radio say
Talking about Sinister Six Syndicate.
no, the Sinister Six cartel, he said, I think. Which
Cartel.
is even wilder. Cool stuff. Just I'm so excited to see what happens next.
Something though that I saw a fan theory on. So Doc like people are convinced that Doc Ock from Into the Spider-Verse, like Liv, is alive,
Okay.
and they think she's in Earth 42.
That'd be nuts.
And I actually don't want that to
I
happen.
don't either, but it would be cool to see her again. She was very cool.
I just feel it would add too much. Like we got a full movie already with the whole gang back together. Miles working with, I think his name is Miles G.
Miles G,
Morales,
the
and that
Prowler. Nuts. Did you see the leak?
the leaked
Yeah,
storyboards.
where it's like I'm taking that as the next movie is gonna have a similar opening to this, but instead of like it'll be like a 20-minute mini story with Miles G becoming the Prowler.
Miles G. However, that like test footage, I hope it's for the actual movie. I'm gonna assume it
It looks sick.
is, or
It's
that
really
isn't
cool.
all, because it is, but from what I'm hearing, that might actually just be test
That'd be a
footage,
shame.
just the experimental footage. But
I don't know.
I'd love
I
for it to
don't
be in
think
the
it
movie
is.
though, because I feel there's too much in it to
I
be
don't think,
test.
yeah, because like Miles has a whole new design in it.
Yeah, Wiles Morales.
Miles Morales.
Wiles Morales.
I love it.
When do they call him? Kilometer.
Wouldn't that
Kilometers
have been a
Corrales.
reveal if he's like, my name is Kilometers Morales, but you can call me the Prowler.
Kilometers. They call me the Prowler.
I believe in the metric system, Miles. Do you believe in the metric system?
Just the thing with that design, though, with that is that is a different voice
Oh,
actor,
is it?
and yeah, it's a different voice actor, and that voice actor, he makes the noises that Miles makes during that test footage. So I'm actually going to assume that this might actually be for the movie, which would be dope, which means they are actually onto fully animating it now.
That's exciting. I hope so. Really cool. Okay, so I feel like there's so much in this movie that, like, even though we've talked for like an hour straight, there's still so much we missed.
So much. I feel like this is a movie that's a genuine blockbuster.
Yeah. And this year's been good. I've watched like 4 movies in theaters, which is more than last year where I watched 1. I watched.
However, we're having more flops.
We are
Like the only movie that released this summer that went good was Guardians 3
Spider-Verse.
and
Yeah, it's a
Spider-Man.
little worrying.
Transformers, I think it hasn't even broken even.
Transformers, Flash,
Little Mermaid,
Elemental, they're all bombing.
Flash is a bomb. Indiana Jones is going to be a bomb.
I do want to watch that actually. I need to watch the first 3. I'm not watching Crystal Skull again. You can't make me.
4.
Fine, I'll watch it.
Oh, fair. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is retconned anyways.
Oh, good. Sorry. Was that mean? I don't care. Good. I don't like that movie.
It's because at the end of that, okay, it technically still exists, but doesn't. Because, like, at the end of the 4th movie, it implies that Indiana Jones's son is going to become the new Indiana
That doesn't
Jones.
happen.
And then just in this movie, there's like one line where he's just like, "Oh, my son died. Boom, that's it." Like nothing. He's just
Best
dead.
plot development ever.
He died.
That's good. That's a good thing.
He's dead.
I'm looking forward to watching it, but I need to watch the first 3 first. Yeah.
First 3 are so
Yeah,
good.
it's Indiana Jones, man. Indiana freaking Jones. Classics. I haven't seen them in a long time
Indiana.
though. Yeah, it is a little it's hurting to be a movie fan because like you got these great ones like Guardians and Spider-Verse, but then like everything else.
Everything else
It's not even
sucks.
that. They're just all failing. I'm glad the Flash failed because Ezra Miller deserves no less.
We all hate Ezra
This
Miller.
is the Ezra Miller hate club. They can go away and never come back forever. But man, it's a shame seeing like Elemental and right?
Ruby Gilmore. That's destined to flop. There's no way it's going to be saved. I'm sorry.
I didn't even remember it was coming out until you said that.
Yeah, it released last week.
Been out?
It didn't even make $1 million on its first day. It's out.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, jeez. Okay. Ouch. Yeah, it's a.
Don't you work at a movie theater?
No.
Oh! I thought you
No,
did.
I don't have a job. I applied to one. I didn't get the job. Thanks for reminding me, asshole.
Failure. Failure.
But yeah, it stinks. I do not like seeing a bunch of movies fail. But like it's wild because these are even like big IPs failing.
These are the blockbusters that are failing.
It does not. That's not a good sign. That does not bode well.
Just people are getting tired. Really,
does not bode well.
You know, Barbie is already looking to be like one of the highest, like biggest openings of the summer.
I cannot tell if
so.
that's a sad or not.
Well, like $80 million for the domestic opening weekend. Pretty good,
yeah.
honestly.
Man, I can already tell you that the Marvels is probably going to be like the biggest flop, like opening week flop in Marvel history.
Oh yeah,
I'm
two of the three main
confident in it.
characters. You have to watch mediocre shows to understand them.
Yeah, I uh yeah, that's gonna bomb. It's gonna go is going to flop hard, which is
Unfortunately,
sad, but I mean, I'm not gonna watch it.
they deserve it.
I'm not gonna
Honestly,
watch it.
Marvel needs to know at this point
Marvel,
of just
if
hey.
somehow the flash bombing affects James Gunn's DC universe, let's just put him in charge of the MCU.
I think James Gunn will be fine.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I mean, hey, like my most hyped movie right now, aside from Spider-Verse, is Superman Legacy.
Superman Legacy. I mean, here's the thing with James Gunn. Like, realize, um, they still wanted him to be their leader, even though that Suicide Squad failed, like
Yeah,
flopped,
and I think
bombed.
that is like that's an interesting thing. It shows me that DC cares a little more about like artistic integrity and critical acclaim than Marvel does.
Hmm.
Because like if Guardians of the Galaxy 1 flopped, I doubt we would have gotten the full trilogy.
Yeah,
Um, but as is,
which isn't wrong, which isn't bad, but just says
yeah,
something.
and the fact that Suicide Squad didn't even do that well, and they did, and they made him in charge because the people who saw it really liked it. That says a lot to me, and it makes
Hmm.
me more eager to support James Gunn's next project. Yeah,
Superman.
Superman. I'm excited for it. I'm very excited.
Did you see the
I did.
castings? I don't get any of the people who are in it, but
I don't
hey,
know them
cool.
either, but like they look right. He looks like a good Superman. Um, he looks kind of like a young Henry Cavill, which is gonna piss some people off, but I don't care.
Yeah, I had Snyder Stan Twitter
I
going
didn't
crazy.
think Cavill was that good. We need to okay. You know how we did like the Phase 4 video where we just talked about all of the post.
We need to do one on
We should just
DC.
do it with the entire DC extended universe because it's not that long.
All of them are bad.
I just all of them, but I'm not watching Zack Snyder's Justice League, so we'll just
Oh
not
no,
counting it.
I watched it once, never again.
I don't care. I I
So
just,
long,
it's
it's boring.
boring. It's boring. Zack Snyder. I saw like someone say like I saw Snyder Stan right, who was
Hmm.
like, people need to stop pretending James Gunn is a better director than Zack Snyder. And of course, they chose like random out of context scenes, right? Of like a scene from 300, which was, I hate to say this, but it felt pretentious. uh,
Whatever that word
well, like
is.
it just felt like so, like look how epic it is, and it's gorgeous and it's so emotional and stuff. And like it just felt like a little too much. And then it was the dance off scene from Guardians 1 that they were comparing it to.
Yeah,
You can't do that. You need to compare scenes that have similar intentions.
yeah, and I never take Snyder stands like
Can't.
seriously
It was
anymore
funny
because
though because Shay Frillis responded to that tweet with the like the Mr. Incredible meme where he's like, shut the fuck up." It's great. It's
shut up.
really funny.
Oh my gosh, Minecraft Phantoms suck
Why did they add them?
because we wanted them and that was a
Yeah,
mistake.
why'd you do that, you idiot? Oh, here's a fun one.
Idiot.
I watched Morbius for the first time the other day.
How was that? Not good.
Well, Doctor Strange isn't the worst superhero movie of last year anymore.
It's a yeah.
Anyway, Morbius was a 10 out of 10. Um, best film I've ever
It's
seen.
Morbin time.
I liked the part where something happened. I honestly forgot most things that happened already. I remember the villain did like a funny dance at one point. That was cool. Oh no, he did a funny dance twice. Whoa. Look at that.
Something's seriously wrong with that
He
movie.
did 2 funny dances. I guarantee you
Can't
that
wait for Jared
they are going
Leto
to
as
make a sequel to that film, and they're gonna have like it just be the most like annoyingly self-aware movie ever made.
it
Morbius
will.
will say it's morbing time. I guarantee
It's
it.
Morbin time.
Did you see the trailer for Craven?
I did.
Looks
I'm sorry, that
bad.
movie looks so
It looks
boring.
bad. Okay, what I did not know about Morbius though was the end credit scene where they like
Was Vulture?
self-insert themselves into the MCU. Dude, they like comes out like Morbius, right? Big fan. We should team up to stop Spider-Man. Form a Sinister Six of sorts. It's rough.
I don't
It's
know. I don't
rough.
know why I'm here, but it must have something to do with Spider-Man. Kira, what are you doing? My dog just walked in and is now trying to eat the food in my bathroom. And by food, I mean not food, the garbage. Oh, okay, she got up. Puppy, come here. Want to give me a cuddle? Want some belly rubs? Nope. Okay, she don't care.
You know, I hang on. Why is the Vulture even mad at Spider-Man?
She's like, I guess Spider-Man did
They
this.
ended up
I
on
got
good
no evidence,
terms at
but
the. Okay, whatever. He like bad, bad Sony. Try again.
try again.
Oh man. Um, speaking of Spider-Man, hey, wait, this is fitting given we're talking about Spider-Man this episode.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
I
all right.
rewatched Spider-Man 1 because I'm watching them with my sister because she's never seen them before. So I'm gonna
Ooh.
watch the Raimi trilogy, the Andrew Garfield films, and then uh the Home trilogy, and then she will be able to experience No Way Home like we all did, which will be cool. That'll actually be very, very exciting.
Hope she enjoys it.
I think she will. She really liked Spider-Man 1.
Let's go.
And Spider-Man 2 is even better. So, you know what? That'll be pretty good. Um,
Okay, can we mention like the when Spot was going through the different universes, and one of the ones he goes into is
oh
Venom.
yeah, I forgot about that.
But like they assume that people know what Venom
I
is.
had to look it up after. I did not get what they were referencing because I've never
Yeah, like
seen
and here's the
Venom,
thing, like they
and
act
I'm not going to.
I think that like I think her name is what, like Dr. Chen or something. Like she's in like two scenes across both films.
That's funny.
I really think that was Phil Lord and Christopher Miller just poking fun at Sony for having to like forcing them to put this scene
I
in.
know. You act like you've seen things like this every day.
You act like people care about your movie.
Funny stuff. That's funny. Yeah, I did not understand that joke at first. I just thought the joke was that it was a live action dimension. Honestly.
I wish it was too.
But that
I
almost
wish
makes
it
it
was too.
funnier that it's like just some obscure side character from Venom. That's funny. That's a tasteful reference.
The hit franchise Venom.
The hit movie gonna make
The hit movie Venom.
100,000 Venom bucks. It's
Venom
Venom
Bucks.
time.
It's Venom time.
Stupid.
I really don't like Venom movies. They're so
I
just
haven't
ugh.
watched them, and I don't plan on it because if Morbius was anything to go off of, Sony has no idea what they're doing.
They don't. Even worse, Venom 3 is gonna be multiverse, so
Venom in the multiverse of madness.
what's up, guys? And okay, Venom is so loud and so annoying in the entire all the
He
movies.
doesn't talk that loud usually.
In the second one, he does.
Like, I've seen a lot of Venom interpretations. He never talks that loud usually, right? Like that's just a
No,
Venom movie thing.
it's it's Oh, people act like comedy. It's like they're trying to be funny, and they just
I feel
can't
like they're
for the life
trying
of
to
them.
emulate that that Deadpool vibe.
Oh, I'm starving. Then why don't you eat those chickens? I can't eat the chickens because they're friends. That's an actual line.
Sounds like a King Shark line from a Suicide Squad. That num num though.
That would work better.
Yeah, it feels like they're trying to emulate Suicide Squad's humor, but
Yeah.
like failing to see what makes it funny.
Ugh,
And the fact there's more going
goodness, I
on
hate
than just
Sony.
the jokes. That people don't get that about James Gunn writing. They're not comedies. There are jokes, but they are more about the characters and the emotional stuff. But whatever.
Hmm.
Ignore that, I guess. It's just the stupid one where Chris Pratt does a dance off to save the universe. Wow.
Did I do too much with this? Yes, yes, I did. Yeah, it's I really and James Gunn like saying like James Gunn's quote, direct quote on the whole, is there like is the superhero movie fatigue thing real? And he just says people are just tired of bad superhero movies. Never been more correct. Spider-Verse literally is making
And
bank.
so did Guardians. Right?
Both are good
Yeah,
movies.
what a twist.
Coincidence?
They are superhero movies that also happen to be good.
I think it's because people I mean, is that so hard to think?
Yeah, what a twist. And like, look, I like Quantum Mania. I do. Okay? But like, it's
You are still wrong for
hell.
that, by the way.
I know, but I like Quantum Mania, and I think it's worth noting though that it is but I only like it just because it's fun. It's why I like the first two Ant-Mans. They're just fun. Um, I don't really know how much money it made. I'm gonna assume not much because we were alone in the theater when we watched it. But um, yeah, I don't know what the point I was trying to make is, but
I for gore.
I think it's and like look, Doctor Strange made bank. Okay, it's my least favorite Phase 4 movie, but it made a lot of cash. But you know what it had?
Way too
It had
much.
really good trailers.
Yeah.
It had really good trailers that made the movie look like it was telling a completely different story. A good story.
A good movie.
I detest that film with every fiber of my being.
So bad.
It's painfully bad.
I don't like it either. It's so bad.
It didn't have to be. You didn't have to
It could
do
have been
this.
good.
You could have. Uh,
Could have been a good
Sam
movie.
Raimi's trying his best, man, but even his direction can't
You can't
save
save a
that
bad
script.
movie. Bad writing.
That's
Michael Waldron, go
that
away.
script is rough. Um, yeah, that's all right.
Generally think that's probably all we can really say at this point, right?
Yeah, let's just ramble about superhero movies for a bit, I guess. Some more.
Yeah.
Um, I have a conspiracy theory about the Flash.
It's a
No,
bad
okay,
movie.
but here's
That's
the
the
thing. Even
conspiracy.
James Gunn was saying like it's amazing and everyone's gonna love it. It's so good. I think he was just trying to get it to do well so he could fund his own universe. I think
Yeah.
he was pulling a little scheme because like
Wait, Tom Cruise liked that movie.
okay, and I know a lot.
I
It's
honestly
weird. So many critics said it was great, but then like it came out and less than 0% of the population liked it.
I'm gonna say this. I think it's liked because it had a strong emotional aspect,
Didn't it also
or
like
they were just paid off.
facelift
They were paid
every?
off. Let's be real, they were paid off.
Didn't it like facelift a bunch of
They
dead
were
people
paid
at
off.
the end?
Yeah,
Great,
uh,
cool.
lots, and I didn't mean face it, they flat out brought back dead actors with CGI,
That's cool. Love that.
and one, like and a lot of them are morally very wrong to do.
Yeah.
You don't bring back George Reeves to play Superman with CGI when he didn't like being Superman.
Yeah. That's
If you know
I
this
know the
if you know the
story.
story on it, you know what I'm saying, but my
Don't
goodness,
look it
like,
up.
don't. It's so
Or do it.
sad. Really,
It's
it's
a
genuinely
it's a
so sad to see.
yeah. That's yeah, that is so yeah, I don't know. I don't think because like James Gunn is good enough at movies where like I don't think he would actually like I don't know. I feel like he was doing a scheme personally.
I think after Shazam failed and he didn't really make any comments about it, DC was like, "You probably need to support your own movies, like that you're technically a producer
Yeah,
on."
for sure. I think he and you know what? I think can we can we acknowledge that there is not a more fitting way to end the DCEU than a freaking disaster.
Yeah. That whole franchise has been a disaster. It deserves the disastrous
I
ending.
agree. Kind of a mess. And like I like certain movies out of it. I like Shazam. I like The Suicide Squad. I like Wonder Woman. Nah, that's about it actually.
But do you though? Do you though?
I mean, I like the first one. I didn't watch Wonder Woman 2 because don't
Wonder
I
Woman
don't
2
hate
was
I don't hate
mediocre.
myself. I didn't watch Shazam 2 either, but I probably will at some point. If we do the DCEU episode, baby. This is just a preview, by the way, at this point. This is just sneak peek into next time.
The next time? Well, I'll probably wait until Flash releases on Max
I'm
to
not
watch it, but
supporting it in
I should
theaters.
honestly.
No, we'll wait. We'll, we'll do
I'm not. I want that to
we'll do
bomb.
DuckTales or something next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to do DuckTales. Well, actually, okay, we should wait on DuckTales because I want to rewatch it all and like take notes. I want to prepare.
So you want to
I want to go
prepare.
episode by episode. I want to have notes prepared for everything because DuckTales is something I am pretty passionate about.
He likes
I
his
like my
DuckTales.
DuckTales. But before
Ooh.
that, and before DC, we could we could do Guardian.
I think once I rewatch Guardians 3 and it's fresh on my mind, because I feel I wouldn't be able to talk about it because it's
And
been
we
so
already
long.
like recorded for 3 hours.
That was a
It
long
was a
podcast.
long one, and it
I'm
was
gonna like should.
really good. It was really entertaining. I think. I don't know. I didn't listen to
Mm-hmm.
it, but like it seemed like we had a lot to say. We should
Ah,
we should talk about Hilda.
we
That'd be
should.
fun.
Well, when they do season
Oh yeah,
3,
yeah.
whenever that releases, so I can go back into the errors of my darker ways.
You just make a here. You don't have to watch it. I'll make an edit of just whenever Joanna's on screen.
Ah,
Weren't there like? But okay, wasn't there a
alrighty, all
thing
right.
where people were like Kaisa is the same age as Joanna? That's
Yeah, we don't
that's
talk about
sick.
them.
um, yeah.
Sorry, I just sent the meme you sent. That you sent. I can't talk. I saw the meme you sent
That
me.
was such a cute giggle. Yeah. And
You
you
needed
gotta help
structure.
us. Oh man. Oh shoot. Whoa. Holy. Okay, hold on.
Yippee!
I need to know. Do you know what this is? Hold on. I'm about to send you something. All right. And in the pod, you just got to put this image on screen when we get to this part. Do you know what this is?
Do you know what the happy cricket? Do you know
Do
what
you
this
know what this
is?
is?
I'm
I
saving this
remember
image.
watching this on Netflix back when I was like 4.
Netflix existed when you were 4.
Or like maybe a little older. Hold on. When was Netflix come out?
When was
When was
Netflix
Netflix
invented?
invented? Yeah. Uh okay, well the rental company was back in 1997, but the streaming service.
Then that's different.
Yeah. When was the streaming service invented? Uh 2007. Yeah, I would have been 4. There you
Wow.
go.
I guess you work
I
for.
think I might have been 5, but still. I was young, I was a little guy, and I loved this movie. I don't remember anything about it. I just re- I
You remember that you
the
liked it.
happy cricket baby. Yeah. All right. That's as good a note as any, Danton. Right? Happy cricket?
Happy
All
cricket.
right. Um so that should be the moral. Don't watch Spider-Verse. Watch Morbius, watch The Flash, watch the Happy Cricket. I am Startopus from the YouTube channel Startopus. This is my
I'm
co-host.
I'm a military vehicle.
Yeah, the military vehicle.
I'm about to cut you off again. I'm going to end the podcast and
You
cut you
shouldn't
off.
do
That's
that.
the tradition.
Don't cut me off.